So I'm looking at this, thinking to myself, if I were to have this fabricated, how would I have it machined? And all I can think about is aluminum alloy rims. Okay, they take like a block of aluminum and a drill bit goes in and it cleans it up over however long it takes into one solid rim. Okay, with all the holes cut, with everything cut. Now how hard would it be to take a block of aluminum, okay, the size of the big wheel, and cut out your wheel so that you have a ring, but then you cut away all the excess material so that you're left with a plus sign, a perfectly balanced plus sign, with an aluminum ring, all in one piece of aluminum, with space for a bearing, okay, and then there'll be even a shaft or whatever connecting bit to the other one, you know, like this isn't the best one. Let's look at this one. Sorry. This one has the orange, or of course this one has a blue one as well. Right here. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Like you'll have two bearings here, right? You'll have one bearing for the smaller X and then one bearing for the bigger X. So they'll be connected, you know, with that little half bit, okay? But there'll be a bearing and a bearing. If you have two bearings, you can have something in alignment. You're going to have a bearing that's in the box, okay, to line up with these double bearings. And then you're going to have a bearing over here in heaven. 1, 2, 3, 4 bearings should be enough, you know, a bearing and a shaft mechanism, or like these are connected, okay, to the shaft. These 2 points. Why am I saying bearing? These 2 points here are connected to the shaft. Okay? This is a bearing and that is a bearing. Because we want to take our rotation of our magnet from this right here, this circle for this axis, to spin that magnet with as little resistance as possible. So if we have one piece machined aluminum, okay, welded to that axle, two bearings, and this is a fixed coil, okay, in the box. So again, we're gonna have little fingers going all the way around, okay, and you can take these off and stuff and wire it up all nice, and then you can put the frame back on. Like, I really like the connects. I mean, if I was able to get this reproduced out of aluminum or something, or get these etched out of aluminum or like milled or something, that'd be great to assemble this, because I could reinforce the frame huge, you know, like right here, that's a reinforcement, that's a reinforcement. Like I can make this rigid enough, I think, and it's a good way of suspending everything. I mean, like, obviously machining this proper would be the best way of going with it, but I do see right here, okay, a wheel edge and a wheel edge separated by an axle, like separated by a distance, okay, connected to a shaft, okay, and that's your flower, okay, that's the sun, okay, and this is going to be spinning, you know, as one lightweight. I'll cut away all the excess, just leave the ring. On the ring you have the magnets, and then magnets, I keep saying magnets, maybe they have those, like, maybe continuous, maybe you can get a strip of magnet and put a strip of magnet inside. Or put circles, because your circles on this side are going to be want it to be the same as the circles on this side, because your solenoid will only be however thick, right? So if your solenoid's thick, then you have, you know, magnet as it's going. But you're going to have less magnets in the center as you are on the outside. So I don't know spacing wise, I don't know polarity wise, but what I think's happening is because the box is stationary and the solenoid is stationary. Because of that fact, and the relationship between magnetism and copper, and the eddy current, okay? Again, if you drop a cylindrical magnet down a copper pipe, it will fall slow, meaning there is sort of a resistance. Now I'm thinking if we are providing perpetual motion to spin a wheel, okay, where the copper is fixed and magnets are going to be on the rotating part. Once you give it motion, I think it's going to induce that eddy current. But because the copper can't move, the magnets are going to want to move away. Or slide past, you know, slide on past. So I think that's what gives you your gained velocity. Okay, now I don't know what speed this has to turn at or anything, you know, to make it worthwhile. But I mean, I do see the scalability in the base measurements. I do see how it could be fabricated. Okay, I do see some kind of skeletal structure to assemble it. I do see, you know, a lot of work with the copper windings, but it's easy work, meaning it's accessible. Okay, you just need to make the plate to fix the copper windings to so that it fits inside of the magnetic field as it's rotating. So, and all your wiring is good. They're all off to all the sides where you can work on it, you know. That's how I would build this. Okay, lightweight. I mean, aluminum is a heat sink. Okay, so I don't know how fast this is going to be spinning. Okay, if there's an axle, I don't know how much resistance, ball bearings, and axles. Probably very, very little. Probably no heat. Okay, probably. So use whatever, like use plastic. Probably plastic wood, like some kind of lightweight material, like balsa wood. I don't know. Geez, maybe not balsa, but you know what I'm saying. This could be fabricated as some kind of plastic or some kind of metal or some like something, wood, anything. The more precise, the better. And I mean, it seems to be orchestrated in a fashion where it just makes use of the space that there is in a cellular structure. So again, maybe with a heaven this size, you'll get a 2-to-1 output. Maybe with a heaven half the size, you'll get a 4-to-1. Maybe you'll get a 10-to-1. You know, I don't know, guys. But it's all about the input. Okay, the input of the system is key. So it's crucial to get this working optimally so that it produces as much rotation as it can for the main guts here. So that's how I think this works. That's how I think I'd build it. In terms of how big, this seems like I don't think I can coil 36 coils right here any smaller, guys. I don't, maybe I could, but it seems like a workable size. I mean, you know, it's a unit that could potentially power a house or two. So, like, you know, it is what it is. The constructs was very handy. Like, imagine if I had to draw this, guys. I'd have, like, imagine me trying to rely on someone to digitally draw this. Wow, I'd be going nowhere fast. So this was a good hands-on approach, you know, like, I like looking at pictures, but like, I mean, playing with putty, well, that's something else. So, I mean, a lot of little things to look at. A lot of things. I gotta figure out the wiring, I gotta figure out the solenoid, I gotta figure out the magnets, I gotta figure out the size still, maybe. I do think smaller, the more powerful, more strong. How small a magnet versus how strong a magnet am I able to order? All that stuff, guys. So yeah. If you have constructs, please contact me. I would like to purchase them. I think the more the merrier here, guys. But yeah, that's about it. I'm staring at it, right? So I see it more as a mechanical device now, a more practical mechanical device, and not some theoretical, mathematical arrangement of dots and lines. You know, this looks real, guys. This looks like a solution. Okay? So, yeah. Cheers.